Hello, bookworms! Today I'm here with Andrew, my husband, and the day that this video is going up is actually our 1-year anniversary. So I thought that it would be fun to tell our Harry Potter engagement story because it's Harry Potter and it was like the most epic engagement that ever happened. So it really was. It was good. It was fine. It was great. So I thought it'd be fun to talk about it. I wrote a blog post about it when it happened, but I never went into detail about it on YouTube. And considering you guys are book and Harry Potter lovers, I thought that you would also enjoy hearing everything that this one did when he asked me to marry him. Oh. Should I just start saying what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
I warned you ahead of time. I'm going to be extremely awkward about this, so go for it.
Okay. The first thing that I remember is that I got home from work and it seemed like it was any other day. And then my mom was like, "Oh, you got mail today." And I was like, great, because I always get boring mail. And then she handed me, it has my parents' address on it.
We'll blur it.
So we'll do that.
We'll blur it and post a photo.
So I got this letter addressed to me, Ms. K. Hackett, 2nd floor on the right, because that's where my room was at my parents' house. And you can actually see here that there are owl claws that were holding the letter, and there's a Hogwarts owl stamp there. And then the back has this Hogwarts seal. So I was like,
not the animal.
What is I was like, what is this? So I opened it up and I had this letter, which is from Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. And it was my acceptance letter to Hogwarts, which is something I never thought that I would get. And especially so many years after I turned 11.
I was shocked.
Yes, I'm sure. I was like, "Mom, where did this come from?" And she was like, "An owl dropped it off." She would not tell me where this letter came from. I obviously knew that it was probably from Andrew. But I was just like, but she just would not tell me. She was so excited. She's like, "What does it say?" So it was really fun, reading it and stuff. So this one was from McGonagall saying that I was accepted to Hogwarts. It says, "Dear Miss Hackett, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Please be advised that due to a recent incident involving the castle poltergeist," who I'm assuming Peeves, "gaining access to the owlry."
Is there any other?
Yeah, there are others.
Poltergeist?
Oh, I guess the rest of them are just ghosts. "The complete lists of necessary books and equipment for the upcoming term are delayed. Additional letters will follow in the days to come. In the meantime, we have the utmost faith in our gamekeeper and his ability to find all of the missing owls. This is the beginning of a long commitment, but should you accept, we believe you will have a long and happy future ahead of you. Term begins on September 10th. We await your owl no later than August 31st.
Which was a mistake.
Yeah.
It was a horrible mistake to put a deadline in that letter.
Yeah, because I was obviously guessing.
This was August. What is it? It had to be the 19th or something like that.
I think so.
18th or 19th probably.
But I was immediately theorizing what this could be, and I'm like, should I not go to work tomorrow? Is something amazing gonna be happening?
Yeah, you were texting me. It's I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna wait for the letters. I'm like, no, just don't do that.
Yeah.
Just please go to work.
I was like, what if there's another letter? And he was like, then you'll get it after work. And I was like, how can I work the whole day if there could be another letter for me?
The way you do every day?
It's not easy.
I have learned to never make her wait for things. She's not allowed to know about it till the moment she gets it.
I'm the most impatient person ever. Mm-hmm. So the next day I got home and I did have a letter. Thankfully. It's the same. It's another letter with the Hogwarts seal. Because Andrew actually he bought the seal.
Yeah, you can get a wax seal stamp with the Hogwarts logo just on Amazon. And then I found the wax seal sticks that you could actually put into a hot glue gun. So you don't have to do the whole candle drip thing.
So the second letter is from Fred and George Weasley. And I like that Andrew used different fonts for every single character. And this one has 2 different fonts, but there's a blue for Who's blue? George is blue and
idea.
Fred is black.
At this point, I have no idea.
It's been a while. It's been over a year. But so this one was actually like a really fun letter because not only was it this letter, but it also came with a Marauders map, which I've always wanted. So I was like, what? You gave me a letter? Like I got a letter and I got a Marauders map. Like, this is the best day ever. And then it just kept getting even better as it went on. Oh no. So this letter said, "Hello, Kristen." Oh, here, we'll do it together. I'll be Fred.
I'm not going to be able to read this.
You be George. George is blue, so you go first.
Hello, Kristen.
Yes, hello.
This is George Weasley.
And his better-looking brother, Fred.
Congratulations on getting into Hogwarts.
As the upperclassmen, we feel it is our responsibility
Privilege, really.
to help you survive the coming years.
And so we have sent you a little gift.
We went through a lot of trouble getting it, so don't let Filch get his hands on it.
Filch isn't so bad, his bark is worse than his bite.
Unlike Snape, whose bite is worse than his breath.
And that's rancid.
So take good care of it, and see you in the fall.
Your humble guides to magical mischief.
Fred Weasley.
George Weasley.
P.S. Don't let anyone know we borrowed Hogwarts letterhead. The Malfoy family will be receiving Draco's expulsion letter very soon. So that was a really fun one to come home to.
So actually, this was supposed to be 2 days after the first one, and then after the response to the first one, I realized it needed to come the next day, or she would have killed someone.
I really can't.
You would have been appalled if you didn't get a letter the next day.
Well, I would have been like, "What is going on in my life?"
Clearly, you were expelled already.
Anything. Okay, then on the third day, I got another letter. Do you remember this morning?
Yeah. Yeah, I was crashing at your parents' house with you, and at about 7, 8, we had a late night. It had been a long week because I was doing stuff, preparing for the proposal. And at 7 in the morning, I'm lying on a mattress on the ground, and Kristen just comes up to me and she's like, "Do you think I'm getting a letter today?" Which was in my bag, not anywhere else. So I had to wait for her to leave the room, and I climbed out of bed, hid it somewhere in her room.
I think you hid it in a book or something.
Yeah, something like that. And then I climbed back into bed as if I was asleep.
And then it took me like a couple minutes to find it.
That's fine. I wish you had waited longer.
No, you don't.
I was just tired.
So the next letter that I got was from McGonagall again. This one said, "Dear Miss Hackett, as a student of Hogwarts, you will be given one of the finest magical educations in the wizarding world. Magic is a delicate art, and as such, a wizard must not only be strong, but also precise with the tools at their disposal. A wizard carries 3 tools with them at all times: their mind, their speech, and the point of this letter, their hands. Hogwarts students must be ready to wield their wands with the utmost precision, and so to aid each student in his endeavor. Hogwarts is sponsoring student manicures."
That was so convoluted.
But it worked so well. Students are to set their appointments in groups, and you've been paired with your future classmates, Melissa Kay and Cassandra Rose, who you probably know from the Spines with Wines book club. Melissa and Cassie, my 2 best friends, they were supposed to get manicures with me.
Links below.
They have also been notified. Please contact them as soon as possible and schedule your appointment for the next few days. And remember, no need to stop at Gringotts, as Hogwarts will be covering the bill for all appointments.
It was already scheduled. They knew.
So, yeah. So Andrew actually contacted my 2 best friends, and he paid for manicures for all 3 of us, so that when we actually got engaged, my nails would be done and pretty. And
now reminds me, because you were already guessing where this was going.
Yes,
so on that first night, one of the texts was, "Should I go get a manicure?" And I was like, no. Just go to work.
I just like to be prepared.
Normal.
Just be normal, because that's easy.
Yeah, it's true. There was a fun bit of texting with Cassie and Melissa where they were asking, wouldn't it be strange that they got a letter from Fred and George when Fred is dead? And I just angrily texted back, isn't it strange that she's getting letters from a magical made-up school?
It's not made up. It's real.
But apparently Fred writing a letter was the issue.
Mm-hmm. And I also said, it said Headmaster Albus Dumbledore, and I was like, but Dumbledore's dead.
It's magic. Okay?
I I know.
The doctor
funny.
flew in, time travel magic.
Well, that was the only reason that I guessed that it was Andrew sending them, because if it hadn't said that.
It's the only reason. The only reason is because it said Dumbledore. Did you want to get letters from sad Hogwarts where everyone is dead?
No.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so then Sunday morning came, and
This one took longer.
I again woke Andrew up, and I was like, hey.
What?
Do you remember when Harry got his Hogwarts letter and Uncle Vernon was really excited about how there was no post on Sundays, but then all of the letters still came on Sunday? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, so do you think that I'm going to get another letter today?
No.
So then we went downstairs and my mom and I made breakfast for me, her, my dad, and Andrew. And then me and Andrew and my mom were sitting at the table.
No. More
Yeah.
time passed. We went to the basement. We found your N64. We set it up. We played Mario Party.
We did?
Yeah.
All of that happened?
All of that happened. All the while, there was a package and a letter sitting on the inside of your front door in plain sight.
Okay, yeah, which I did not notice. So then when we were sitting at the breakfast table, we were waiting for my dad because he always takes forever to come and sit for breakfast. Literally any meal. He just takes a long time. I was sitting, and then right across from me was the front door, and I was talking to my mom, and I'm like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then mid-sentence, I like look over and I'm like, and I like, just jump up and like speed. And I was like, there's another letter. So this letter I got also came with lots of goodies from Hogwarts. Like there were a bunch of chocolate frogs and Birdie Bot's every flavor beans.
Yep.
And what are the gummies called? There was like a gummy one too, I think.
Was there?
I think so.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
The gummy one.
The gummy one. But this one I liked especially too because it has like lots of stamps on it.
It got lost.
It did. It
A
got
lot.
lost. Okay, so this one was really fun. This one was from Hagrid, and the pages are like all burned, and you'll find out why when I read this letter.
I can't wait to hear your Hagrid impression.
It sounds really similar to my usual voice. It says, "Hello, Kristen. Heard you got into Hogwarts. Congratulations. I mean, we all knew you were a shoo-in, but all the same, very exciting. Sorry for the scorch marks. Got some new baby blast-ended scroots for the coming year. Cute as can be, but I can't seem to keep them out of my house. Anyway, sent you some treats to welcome you to Hogwarts. Heard you fancy chocolate frogs." That's true. "So I threw in a few extra. I hope they get to you quick enough. This owl I'm using seems a bit young and confused. Got lost just going to Hogsmeade once, but I'm sure she'll find you, no problem. Rubius Hagrid."
So there you go.
Yeah. So that was a fun day because it was full of Harry Potter sweets.
Yay.
Then Monday, got yet another letter. This one again is from McGonagall, and it says, "Since you're the first wizard in your family, Hogwarts has gathered your school books for the upcoming year, and they can be picked up at your nearest magical bookstore. You've been assigned an appointment time with an associate who will assist you with your purchase. Your appointment is Wednesday, August 26th, 2015 at 6:30 p.m. at the Strand Bookstore.
I don't know. It's just looking at me.
The first floor back corner. In fiction. This appointment is official Hogwarts business, so please dress well and in your house colors. First years may wear any house colors since many students already know deep in their heart which house they belong. For new students, it is encouraged to bring a guest to help carry the books. May I recommend Andrew Gallagher, since you would probably have brought him along anyway." This is very true. Andrew and I...
Very presumptuous of me.
Yeah. Andrew tolerates my book shopping very well, and not only does he come and play on his phone while I book shop, but then he holds all of my books for me afterward, which
You
is
like
very
books?
nice. A little.
I don't know. Okay.
Then I got this first class letter that says read immediately. So it sounds important.
Oh, okay. I remember this one.
Oh,
It took
okay.
me a second.
Yeah.
I was joking and then
don't
I
have
seriously
it.
forgot.
I don't have it with me, but this one came with Wizard's Brew tea from David's Tea. So it was actually like
It's not a
regular.
real tea.
Yeah, it was regular
I just
tea.
printed a label that I
and,
made.
Yeah.
Sorry, do you want to tell them?
No, it's fine. You can say it. Yeah, Andrew made a label and stuck it on, so it looked like it was Wizard's Brew tea. which was very clever.
It was mint something.
Yeah. Moroccan mint, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
So this one is really funny. Do you want to read this one? I feel like I've been reading all of them.
I know, but I don't have my glasses on, so... Doom! Beware, Kristen! If you take any more steps towards attending Hogwarts, I'm afraid you are heading towards certain doom. I have foreseen it. You see, I was sipping my afternoon tea and going over the list of new students. When I saw your name, I was overcome by this ringing. Yes, loud ringing. I can only assume this ringing is a dark omen spelling out your doom, you poor soul. I sadly have no time to explain any further. You see, the noon bell just rang, and I have a teacher's meeting to attend. While you may not possess the third eye as I do, you may still be able to read the signs in the tea leaves I have included, and I hope this will convince you. Attending Hogwarts will certainly mean suffering for you. Marriage is suffering.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. However, should you attend this fall, please consider attending my divinations class. I would be glad to have you. I must be off. I have many more students to warn of their fates. Sybil Trelawney.
Yes, so that one was from the divination teacher that we all know and love, predicting certain doom. She did see a ring in the future, so
yeah, no,
she
I wasn't
wasn't
trying to be subtle
completely
at
off.
that point.
Yeah. The next day was
only
my
one.
the next day was my appointment. So before we actually went to the Strand bookstore, like a couple weeks before, Andrew finally took the Pottermore quiz and found out what house he was sorted into, and I was right.
Gryffindor!
I called it. He thought that he was. What did you thought you were Hufflepuff?
This
right?
debate over Hufflepuff.
Yeah. He said to Hufflepuff or Slytherin. I was like, no.
Good Slytherin.
No. So I said Gryffindor, and I was correct. So he went and he got a Gryffindor tie, and I met him at his office, and then we walked over to the Strand bookstore together, and I was like, what am I supposed to do? And he was like, well, it says that you have an appointment in the store with a person. So I was like, where do I find them? So I was trying to look, and then he was like, maybe it's an author. And I was like, ooh. So I went to exactly where he said, like back corner fiction, found the author's name that was listed, and inside of that book
Took longer than that.
The last letter. Took longer than that?
Yeah, I had to give you a ladder.
Oh yeah, I needed
I had to give you a lot of encouraging.
I'm too tall. I'm not tall enough. He's tall. So it worked for him.
I also didn't want the letter to be found.
Yes. So in there was the last letter, which was really exciting. Oh no, I can't open it. Oh, I didn't.
That's not that's the backup. I had a backup in case it was missing.
Could you imagine? That was good thinking.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So the last letter is the last will and testament of Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore. Yeah. So this one is his last will and testament. It says, this document is the final written will and testament of Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore, confirmed and executed by the Ministry of Magic. I'm not going to say his whole name again. I, Albus, being of sound mind, hereby bequeath the following possessions upon my death. All properties not specifically outlined below are to be donated to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I ask that this will be presented to Miss Kristen Elizabeth Hackett upon my untimely or perhaps timely departure from this world. Do you actually remember it, or are you just moving your mouth?
Not at all.
To Ronald Bilius Weasley, I leave my Deluminator in the hope that he will remember me when he uses it. I hope that Miss Hackett will understand that I do not believe she will need this item, as she has a strong heart and does not abandon the ones she loves. And I know for certain that she will never be abandoned by the one who loves her most. To Miss Hermione Jean Granger, I leave my copy of the Tales of the Beetle Bard in the hope that she will find it entertaining and instructive. While Miss Hackett may say that she does not, and will never have enough books, I think she will agree with me when I say she has quite a few books already.
Yeah.
While I encourage Miss Hackett in her pursuit of knowledge, I hope she will forgive me, as I believe others may be in need of this particular literature. That was funny. I was like, I don't have too many books. To Harry James Potter, I leave the sword of Godric Gryffindor. I have chosen to bequeath this to Mr. Potter because I foresee troubling times in his future that will call upon his courage. As for Miss Hackett, I am not the only one who sees the great courage that already resides within her. So although I do not leave this item to her, remember that help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who ask for it. And then we get to me. To Miss Kristen Elizabeth Hackett, I leave my final possession. If she chooses to accept it, let it be a reminder to her that she is loved deeply and a symbol of the immense love that she has shown. As soon as I finished reading that letter, I turned around to Andrew, who was on his knees, holding the snitch, which he turned into a ring box.
Yeah, not that one.
Not this one.
A hacksawed open another one.
Yeah, he like opened it, he put in like velvet and everything and put the engagement ring in there. And he said, do you remember what he said?
No, I told you that like a day later. It was a blur. It went very, very fast. I hadn't pre-written anything to say. I just said heart things.
You did a good job.
There we go. It's between you and me. They don't need to hear it.
He said, I'm going to tell them anyway.
I'll edit it out.
So he said, my world would end without you. I only open at the close. And then opened the snitch, and there was my ring. And asked if I would marry him.
It was longer than that, but...
It was longer than that, but yeah. Now I'm like crying.
Aww. That's why you shouldn't have said it.
I know. It was really nice. So I was so, so happy. It was obviously like one of the best moments ever. And I immediately said yes. And now here we are.
She was so surprised. She had no idea.
I know. And then we went upstairs and we took some photos with the Harry Potter books. Andrew had his friend Michelle come, who's a photographer, and she took photos of us. And actually it was really funny. The Strand took a photo of us because he told them that he was going to be doing it.
Well, yeah, I didn't want them to think I was some creeper.
Yeah. So, they took a photo of us and they posted it on their Instagram account. And it was really funny because, like, I hadn't even, like, said anything online yet.
Oh, yeah.
And people were tweeting at me being like, oh my god, did you just get engaged?
Yeah, it was funny.
That was really funny.
This couple just got married in the fiction... engaged in the fiction section, and like 3 comments down. Is that super space chick?
It was really funny. But yeah, it was really fun. And then afterward, Andrew made reservations for us at Please Don't Tell, which is a speakeasy on the Lower East Side in the city. That was actually where he asked me to be his girlfriend. So that's why he chose
Full circle.
Yeah, to go there.
Like a ring.
Like a ring, yeah. Mm-hmm. It was really cute. It was just like the best experience ever. You did amazing.
Thank you. You're amazing.
Thank you. And then we were just, you know, like being happy and telling everyone and enjoying our drinks. And then we went home to my parents' house and we were so hungry because we just had like some drinks at PDT. We didn't eat there. And my mom's like, can I take photos of you? And we were like, can you take photos of us eating pizza?
Can we go to sleep?
Yeah.
We're tired.
That's our Harry Potter engagement story. I can leave a link down below to my blog post where I talked about everything because it also has like high-res images of the letters. So if you want to like see more details of the letters, you can look at that there. And also the photos from when we actually like got engaged.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Happy anniversary.
Happy and yeah, today, right? Not the filming, but today when this is posted. Happy anniversary. Although we got engaged about 9 to 10 months before that.
Yeah.
August 25th.
26th.
26th.
Yeah, 2015.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's been a long time.
So yeah, that is my Harry Potter, that's our Harry Potter engagement story.
Don't hog it.
I know. You did
Don't Hogwarts it.
You did all the work too.
I'll see myself out.